What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to Schoolboy to Superstar with Borussia Dortmund. Today we have Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga and Atletico Madrid in the last Champions League group stage match. The match which will determine whether or not we will get out of the group and make it to the Champions League knockout stages, or if we're going back into the Europa League. So this is a big episode. Bayern Munich obviously will determine who's top of the league. A draw, Bayern Munich stay top, but if we win, we go top. If Bayern Munich win, they get a big buffer at the top of the league. So this is a huge match, a huge couple of episodes. I've only played 3 games since I last saw you for the Augsburg match. Started off against Hanover and smashed them 4-0. Marco Reus scoring in the second minute, Haaland getting a penalty, Nico scoring, and then Yusufa Moukoko scoring in the 92nd minute. Good to see Yusufa Moukoko coming up with a goal. We then played Nice in the Champions League, and this was a very disappointing draw. I mean, we would have set ourselves in a pretty good position if we would have won this match, but we just weren't very good. Haaland scored in the second minute, and we didn't do anything the rest of the match. We didn't deserve to win the game. It was a very even game. We maybe deserved to win it a little bit, but because they didn't do much. But we just weren't very good. Didn't even have 1 XG. So having 1 goal is probably fair. It was just a bad performance all around. Just a bad performance. I had to rotate a little bit because Bellingham was injured, so Nico had to come in. Chan was suspended, I believe. Or no, he was on the bench. He was tired. So Nico had to come in. And yeah, it just wasn't great. So that was disappointing. Then we followed that up with a win against Paderborn 3-0. Haaland scoring a brace. Yusufa Moukoko scoring another goal in the 92nd minute again. I think that's when he scored his other one. Yeah, he scored 2 92nd minute goals in the last 3 games. That's pretty cool to see. Now we've got Bayern Munich, and then Werder Bremen in between, and then Atletico Madrid. You look at the group stage. Milan are through no matter what because we are playing Atletico Madrid, so both teams can't win, obviously. So Milan are through, and it's going to be one of us or Atletico Madrid going to be the other team. If we draw or win, I believe, we finish second in the group. Well, if we win, we can win the group, but I doubt Milan are going to drop points against Nice. I mean, we did, but I don't know. I doubt they're going to drop points. So a win gives us a chance to win the group. But a draw guarantees us we go through in second place because we have a better goal difference than Atletico Madrid. They're only ahead of us right now because they drew us at our place. So a draw at their home, and we will get the advantage in terms of goal difference. So draw or win, and we're through. This Bayern Munich match is huge before, though. Like I said, this determines who's top of the league. And hopefully if we can win this game, we can hold our space at the top of the league. But we've had to rotate a little bit for it. Oh, not really. Papetti comes in because over Akanji, just because he's been in better form. But other than that, our only injury is Jude Bellingham and Rainier. But Rainier's not a starter. But Jude Bellingham's out for another 3 days. So he's not fully fit for this match. So that's really our only replacement. We've had to bring in Emre Can for him. Delaney starts. Sancho, Royce, Haaland. Pretty much the expected front 3. So this is a strong squad in good form. Everyone in our starting lineup is averaging above a 7 in their last 5 matches. So we're a team in good form. Hopefully that we can turn that form into a win. We are at home, so that is a huge advantage. We are at home against Bayern Munich, so hopefully we can turn that into our advantage. And hopefully win this game. I mean, a draw is not enough. A draw doesn't put us top of the league. We need to win, so that's what I'm aiming for. I know a lot of you would be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Bayern Munich. Go out there and express yourselves. I'm pretty sure they beat us every single time in this. Well, we drew with them once, I believe, but every other time they beat us. So we don't have the greatest record against Bayern Munich. Preparation is everything in football these days, and you may feel like you know what to expect from Bayern Munich. Can you see them employing any tactical surprises? I feel suitably prepared. Bayern Munich are unbeaten in 4 matches against Dortmund, but can you end that run here and now? Every match is a new opportunity to write history. We're not concerned with what's already happened. We've won 4, and drawn our other games, so we're in good form. Only 1 draw in our last 5, no losses in our last 5. Bayern Munich have 2 draws in their last 5. Malcolm starts on the right wing. Demirbay and Asensio started central midfielder. Cooper Minor starts at defensive midfield or at center back. So they've got a okay squad out there. I don't think it's better than the squad they start with, to be fair. Malcolm's not an amazing player. Demirbay's great. I really like Cameron Demirbay. Asensio is not really a central midfielder in a 4-2-3-1. Castagnier at right back, Coop Miners at center back. There's some questions there. Sane is obviously ridiculous. So is Lewandowski. Muller's amazing, but they're not infallible. They're obviously top of the league, but we can definitely win this game. We just have to make sure Muller doesn't, destroy us because his passing ability, his just off the ball ability is just ridiculous. I'm pretty sure his off the ball is like 20. It's at least like 18 or 19. So he's a very good player. Hernandez isn't really the most natural left back in the world. He's probably a little bit better at center back, but he's a decent left back still. Demirbay is a great set piece guy. Knowing that Demirbay is in the team, I'm not gonna get stuck in this game. I don't want to give away fouls. Demirbay's set pieces are just far too good. His direct free kicks, his indirect free kicks. Ooh, a good save from Berkey as Muller has a chance on goal early on in the game. Well, like I say early on. It's been 27 minutes. It's just like the first highlight we've gotten. And it looks like it might be the only highlight of the first half. So we're getting close to halftime, but we're getting another highlight here in the 38th. It looks like it's going to be another Bayern Munich highlight. It's not the best way to start this game out. 2 Bayern Munich highlights. Hopefully we can intercept the ball here and go on a counterattack, though. Royce looking to intercept it. Plays the ball up to Holland. He's going to get it. Bring it down. Run past his defender. I think that's Upamecano who finally makes a recovery tackle. A ridiculous recovery tackle from Dayot Upamecano. Keeps us out. When we look like we had a good chance to score there. It's going to go into halftime 0-0. We've had the better of the game so far. We've only had 1 shot on target, which is not good enough from your front 3. But 6 shots. They've destroyed us in terms of possession, but I expect to be destroyed in terms of possession. It's Bayern Munich. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased, though, because 6 shots to only 1 on target is just terrible. We have to be more clinical in front of goal if we're going to beat Bayern Munich. We have to put more of our shots on target. We need to trouble Manuel Neuer. Otherwise, you're never going to beat him. First highlight of the second half comes here in the 53rd minute. It's going to be a long throw. I don't know where Holland was trying to head that to, but eventually gets it again, but it goes out for another corner, or for a corner. Last one was a long throw. This time we get a corner. Royce to put the ball in, looking for Zagadou, but he heads it over. We've got some tired players out there, but this is our best team. I don't think taking them off is a good call. I'm going to encourage the team, though. No one's played that poorly. But no one's played well either. It's been the most mediocre game I think I've ever seen. The most mediocre performance I've ever seen from a team. Everyone on a 6.6 and a 6.7. Royce on a 6.4 is not good. But does bringing in Julian Brandt really change anything? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit cheeky. I'm going to move Jadon Sancho onto the left-hand side as... I'm going to play him as an inverted winger on support. And I'm going to bring in Mohamed Hadarin, who's been really good. He leads the team in assists, which is only 6. So we don't have a whole lot of players with a lot of assists. I think we're spread out pretty wide among all the players. So a lot of players have a bunch of different number of assists, but Hadarin leads our team in assists. So I'm going to bring in Sancho, move Sancho to the left-hand side, bring in Hadarin. I don't know if he's a better player than Julian Brandt, but I'm giving him the chance just because he's our leading assister. See if he can change something in this game. I'm going to encourage the team again. I need to make some more subs. Reina hasn't had the best game. Do I go attacking? That's the question. Do I go with 2 up top against Bayern Munich? I mean, a draw is not a bad result. It keeps us in touching distance of Bayern Munich. Obviously, I'd prefer to win, but I'm not going to risk it by going super attacking. Do I bring in Nico? These are tough decisions because, Reyna's unquestionably a better player than Nico, but he's not done anything this game. So I'm giving Nico a chance. I might take off Sancho too now. Bring in barely any time left. We need a game changer, and I don't think we have one on the bench. That's the bad thing about only signing young players. Is you can't improve your game changers off the bench really. Because obviously when you're only signing young players, you're not signing players for the first team for the most part. So you're not making your first team players your backup players, which means you get players that are capable of starting on your bench. That's not, you bring in young players who are okay right now, but probably not ready to make a difference in a Champions League group stage match or a big match against Bayern Munich. I'm going to take off Sancho. I'm going to bring in Julian Brandt. I think he's our biggest game changer off the bench we've got. Just going to see this game out. 91st minute. If they score here, I will cry. Ooh, a terrible header attempt by whoever that is. Papetti. Berkey gets there, though. Look for a long ball over the top, maybe. He's going to look for it. Going to look for Brandt, who brings it down. We have a chance here with Julian Brandt on the ball. A good tackle by Upamecano. He's made some ridiculous challenges this game. And the ball falls to Erling Haaland. We might have just stolen it in the 91st minute. Ball ping-pongs around in the box, falls to Erling Haaland, and he finds the back of the net. Wastes time. Go defensive. We might have just stolen this in the 91st minute. Julian Brandt, involved in the play, gets tackled by Upamecano. Guerrero gets on the end of it, puts in a cross, bounces around off two different Bayern Munich players, and falls to Haaland's foot. And he finds the back of the net. Let's go defensive. See this game out. 2 minutes left. Surely they can't score. And we have stolen the match. We are top of the league. We have beaten Bayern Munich about freaking time. And fully deserved. We were the much better team. They didn't do anything other than hold on to the ball. They had all the possession, but they did absolutely nothing with it. Nico comes in, gets a 7.0. Brandt comes in, is involved in the final goal. Guerrero gets involved. Hatter doesn't do anything, but you would say our changes did make a difference. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to say, good win, boys. Well done. You beat Bayern Munich. It's about freaking time. That result takes Dortmund top of the league. You must be pleased with that. This is a platform to build on and something to work towards maintaining. It creates a positive atmosphere, and hopefully we can take an optimistic approach going forward. Erling Haaland's dramatic late goal is something for you to savor. How do you rate that moment? It's no less than we deserved. The whole team kept working right up to the final whistle. It looked like Bayern Munich were going to steal it in the 91st minute, but we go down the other end, and we steal it. We get the win. We go 2 points clear of Bayern Munich, and we have the better goal difference. Now we just don't need to screw up against lesser teams. Hansi Flick is disappointed. Nico is going to be going up to 15K per week and one more appearance. That's fine. I didn't anticipate him getting so many appearances so early in his career, but he's developed really well. So next I've got to play Werder Bremen in 3 days. I don't get much of a break, but I can probably rotate a little bit for that match. Where are Werder Bremen in the league? 16th. So I should be able to rotate a little bit for that so he can be fully fit for the Atletico Madrid match, which again is only 3 days after the Werder Bremen match. So I'll play Werder Bremen, and then I will see you for Atletico Madrid in the Champions League group stage. And we are back for the Atletico Madrid match. Before we get to the result of the Werder Bremen match, we got our youth intake preview, and it is a potential golden generation. After an amazing last year's youth intake, this could be an equally good. We could have so many good young players at this club. There's a healthy number of new fullbacks. One great goalkeeper who is a Filipino goalkeeper. We have one good fullback, 2 center backs that look promising, 1 winger that looks promising. Terrific group of players coming through. Has potential to be a real golden generation for the club. No central midfielders, wide midfielders, wing backs, attacking midfielders, or strikers, but we definitely need a right back. So fullback would be very nice to get. Goalkeeper would be okay. We don't really need a goalkeeper. We got a good young goalkeeper last youth intake. Center backs would be nice, though. So I'm looking forward to that. Wingers we don't really need, but I'll take it. I'll take anything we can get. But last game we played Werder Bremen, and it was awful. We lost. We beat Bayern Munich just to lose to freaking Werder Bremen on their only attack of the game. Literally, the only highlight they had the entire game was their goal. On a counterattack, they had 8 shots, 3 on target. We had 17 shots to their 8, and we lost 1-0. We had almost 2 XG to their 0.6, and we lost 1-0. I had to rotate because our team was absolutely exhausted, and I needed to rest some players for the Atletico Madrid match. So Mukoko had to play because Haaland was exhausted. Mukoko better turn into one of the best players in the world because right now, he is garbage. He is so bad. Sancho was terrible. Hattern came in, wasn't very good. Chan was terrible. Nico wasn't good. Pass lag. Nianzou played a 6.1. Absolutely horrific. So he came out immediately. Paslak was okay. Berkey was terrible. So Berkey, Nianzu, and Makoko all got fined. And that doesn't fill me with great hope going into this Atletico Madrid match. We're going to have a stronger side out there. This is the squad I'm putting out. I'm going to go with Akanji and Zagadou. Papetti wasn't bad last game, but maybe I start Papetti because Akanji's crying like a little girl, and I think he's going to be leaving in January because he doesn't want to sign a new contract because he's a little sissy. And so he's probably going to be leaving. I don't know what I'll do at center back for our fourth center back. I mean, I guess I've got Bright Area and B in here still, so maybe he can just be my fourth center back. Nyanzu can be my third. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. I think I can sell the Kanji and I'll be fine. So I'm probably going to sell him. Other than that, Chan comes in for Bellingham. Bellingham's back, but he's not fully match sharp, so I'm going to bring in Emre Chan for him. Sancho, Royce, Holland, front three, normal partnership. So, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's away from home. We only drew with them at home, so I don't have high hopes, really, but especially coming off that Werder Bremen. If we could play like we did against Bayern Munich, but that was at home. But if we could play like that, we could definitely get a win here. Or a draw. All we need is a draw. So, I don't know. Let's just play the best we can. Let the result be what it is. I'm going to say we could secure qualification for first knockout round with a win here, so I'm expecting you to deliver. They don't care. I almost am not super unhappy if we get knocked out and go to the Europa League, because I think we can win the Europa League. I don't know if we can win the Champions League again, but I do think we can win the Europa League. So I think it'd be pretty cool to win the Champions League and Europa League in back-to-back seasons. But I still want to go as far as I can in the Champions League. That's where the money's at. That's where all the reputation's at. So I'd like to get through this game. Both teams come to this one in good form. How do you rate your chances ahead of kickoff? I don't think we've played all that well despite our good run of form. When we don't attain a high standard of football here, we could struggle. Rafael Guerrero has reported a transfer incident for Manchester United. Where do you stand on the player's future? I'd never rule anything out. There's a deal to be made. It has to be right for this club. So, meaning 100 million. Give me 100 million, you can have him. They are starting Suarez this game. He didn't start their last game, but he's playing this game. Poulsen's starting on the right-hand side. That's interesting. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We definitely are not going to miss out on any sort of European football because Nice have 1 point, and that was against us. So that's kind of frustrating to give them their only point of the entire group stage. If we would have won that game, we'd have been such a better position for this game. But I mean, I guess the position wouldn't really have changed much, would it? I mean, no, we would. No, it wouldn't have changed much because we would have been 2 points clear. Still, a win or draw would win us the league or win us second place in the group. We would have had a chance to finish top of the group, but it wouldn't have changed us being able to qualify against Atletico Madrid. Still would have been whoever won, or if we draw, we would go through. Reyna's taking a knock, but he looks like he's all right. Doesn't have an injury marker next to him, so I think he's going to be okay. Looks like the first highlight's going to be an Atletico Madrid highlight as he hits the crossbar. Who is this? I don't know who that was, but he walked away from him. Didn't even try to challenge him. We've been the dominant team so far this game. They've had one shot, and it was that header. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target. At least we're getting our shots on target. Is Zagadou. That's exactly what we needed, Zagadou. You just take out Suarez in the box. Great job. Get off my pitch. Zagadou's coming out. 25 minutes in. You give away a penalty in the first 25 minutes in the game we have to win or draw. You're getting pulled off the pitch. Suarez take the penalty, and it hits the post. We get lucky. Petty still comes in, because screw you, Zagadou. So it's Kanji and Petty at the back now. Why are they just playing to each other? Holland going to win that header into Sancho, into Emre Can. We have a chance now after they missed the penalty. Holland is through, and Holland scores. His 19th goal of the season. Atletico Madrid should have had a goal on the other end. They missed their penalty. We go away down the other end and score a goal to put us 1-0 up. That's exactly the way we needed. Obviously we didn't need to start this game giving away a penalty, but having them miss it and then us going down and scoring works pretty well for me. Emre Can getting the assist. Good to see, because I was questioning whether I was going to start him or Jude Bellingham, but it looks like I made the right decision. Maybe I shouldn't have been so harsh on Zagadou, but that's just to give away a penalty there. Unacceptable. Patolo on the ball now. After a couple saves from Berkey, they're going to hit it out for a throw in. That should be the end of the highlight. Should be the end of the highlight, and it is. Milan are beating Nice, so yeah, we wouldn't have been able to win the group even if we would have beaten Nice. Actually, we would have been on the same amount of points. I guess it depends on the goal difference. We might have actually been able to go top of the group if we would have beaten Nice. That's frustrating, because we never should have lost that game. It was away from home, but still, Nice are not very good. That is their only point in the entire group stage. I mean, I'll be happy if we can just get through. This is literally the group of death. This is the hardest group, unquestionably the hardest group in the entire Champions League. To get through it, even if it's in second, I think it's a good result. As Vitolo misses that header, he had a free header on goal, and he puts it wide. And it's going to be 1-0 at halftime. They have 9 shots. They really came into that game at the end of the game, or at the end of the half, because they had like 2 shots halfway through the first half. Now they have 9, but only 1 on target. They have the XG. We have the possession. XG is mostly because of their penalty, but still, they have quite a bit of XG even despite the penalty. Guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. They need to score 2, but they can definitely do that. Like, I'm not going to put it beyond them to be able to score 2 goals against us. Especially if we give away another freaking penalty, but hopefully we don't do that. Hopefully now that Zagadu's not on the pitch, we're not going to give away another penalty. As they've taken off Suarez. Oh no, they've moved Suarez to attacking midfield. I saw they had a new striker up top, but no, they just moved Suarez back a little bit deeper, which is not a bad position for him, as he almost creates a goal. Simeone heads it just over. They've had so many very good headed chances. They just have not been able to put any of them on target. They've hit the post or crossbar about every single time. As Delaney gets injured, that's definitely not something we need, because he is very important to our defense. Camavinga's going to come in. I've got Chan who could still play there, so it's not a total game changer, but Delaney's been very good for us. He's got a chance of winning the Danish Player of the Year. Suarez has a chance, and he scores. It is 1-1, 86th minute. We still have the advantage. As Nice score a goal, we still have the advantage. We still go through second in the group with this 1-1 draw. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Let's check the group. Yep, we're still in second. So, can't allow any more goals now, though. Go defensive. Chan's going to come off. He's tired, not playing well. Bellingham will come on. 5 minutes of extra added time. That's not ideal. They're going to be a highlight in the 92nd minute. If they score here, we are out of the Champions League. Kanji, playing it back to Berkey. Over to Papetti. Don't mess up, Papetti. Not a good ball out from Roman Berkey. And Atletico Madrid are going to have a chance here. Simeone's through on goal, but Berkey makes the save. Oh, held my breath for a second there. That was dangerous. It's been 95 minutes. Surely that's game over. Tell the team to focus for the last 30 seconds of the game. And we go through. We are still in the Champions League. It wasn't convincing. They had the XG advantage. We might have FM'd them a little bit, but we had more shots on target. They just had the penalty. That's literally the difference in the XG is the penalty. So, that's a good win, or a good draw, whatever. Draw's fine. What do I say? Happy thought I saw there. There's some positives for sure. We were the better team. We did go through second, right? Because they're saying late equalizer must have been a real kick in the teeth. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't mean anything. Do you think their late goal and subsequent impact had on the outcome of a fair reflection of the match? It was probably the right outcome, all things considered. We do go through second in the group. Okay, I was questioning it a bit with those questions, because it sounded like we had just screwed ourselves over. But yeah, we had the same result with the draw. We would have got it with the win. So, I don't know why they made a big deal out of it. We go through second in the group. Qualify for the first knockout round. Delaney's out only 5 to 7 days. That's good to see. Receive 1.05 million. And some players retired. We've got a pretty big gap between now and the Leverkusen game. After that, though, we have the FIFA Club World Cup. So I'll definitely be coming back for that. We only have one game in between, but I have to show the FIFA Club World Cup. You don't get to play in it that often. So to be able to show it, to be able to be in it this season, I have to show it. So we'll be back for that. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.